Why, hello there. What's up? It's Rob. I'm here. You're there. Hope all is well. Waiting for Come Geek Some and Colonel Kurtz. I hope they remember. Dan should be here any minute. He just spoke to me, so he should be here any second. I'm just going to take a quick slug of water. I hope everybody's well. Those who are members, it was good to see you in the live stream. Just give you a quick update. Amber Heard has dropped 71 pages of exhibits. I kid you not. It just happened. I can't see the exhibits, and for anybody to do a video on it or a live stream would be crazy to think about it. But 71 pages of exhibits. I'll talk to Dan about that. He's just popped in, so let me add him to the stream. Speaking of, there he is.
How's it going?
Hey, man, how you been?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? How's the leg?
Good. It's coming along. How's the back?
Yeah, it's been, I had a year of greatness, and I think I'm paying for it. So, but I just heard you, 71 pages, 1,530 exhibits. And, I'm currently on page 34, 35. And me and Linda were talking in the group chat, me and Soup as well. We're just looking at it and we're thinking, where is she getting all this stuff? Because she's got a lot of articles, like Rolling Stone, Hollywood Reporter, and all these things. It's like, what's that going to prove? It's going to prove nothing.
I don't know. When I saw 71 pages, I was like, you got to be kidding me. You got to.
Yeah.
And if it was pictures and stuff, I mean, I could put it up here, but we'll be here all day.
Oh, God, yeah. I've even gone against streaming it because I was like, oh, then when I was like, I'll stream that tomorrow. But then I saw it, I was like, nah, no chance.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 5 pages, okay, fine, 10 maybe.
Yeah.
But I was like, you can't even do a video on this. What are you going to talk about? 71 pages of
well, the first 100 exhibits is just articles. So there's like an article for a review for Sherlock Gnomes 2 and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what's that going to do? And let's say me and Andrew as well, we've been going back and forth on Twitter, Andrea Burkhardt, and we're like, is she thinking that these are going to make him just like he destroyed his own career because of bad reviews or something? It's like, no, that's not how this works. But there's a lot of cool things regarding his the Eastern Columbia building, the footage, the video footage is all in his name.
Just want to say hi, Carrie. How are you? So it's crazy. Let me ask you this: since we're just starting, a lot has happened since I last spoke to you. We've had the WB in absolute panic mode.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had them in panic mode. We had Amber and Johnny both drop their witness lists. I have my feelings about the witness list. I think we'll go into that first before we talk about anything else. Yeah. What is your take on Johnny dropping his list and Amber with her list? How do you feel about it?
With her list, first of all, I look at that and I'm thinking, yeah, she only did it like that, the Chewbacca defense, just to pad it out, make it look like she's got more witnesses than Johnny. Because obviously I streamed it last night. As soon as it came live, I just finished a stream. Within like 20 minutes, I was like, I'm going back on, guys. Come on. And everyone joined back. But she got 19 people who's going to be there in person for it or via video link. That is it. All the rest are the depositions.
Right.
And I'm like, so you know, even fair enough, she put them in there. We're going to use these people, X, Y, and Z. But when you look at Johnny's, it's just laid out so simple. This the person testimony or video link. This is what we got.
Right.
And I was like, right, okay, his list is great. You know, a lot of professionals and experts in their fields. But then when you look at hers, the two obviously which I think stuck out to everyone is Musk and Franco. Because but personally, I can't see them sticking up for her as like, oh, she's Snow White and all this kind of stuff. They're not going to be like that. Franco's on the road to redemption.
Why?
He wants more roles in Hollywood, so he's going to be a bit. No, I can see it now. I don't know why. I just got a feeling he's going to be like, there was no marks on her, but she did tell me that she had a bit of a bust up, something like that.
let me ask you this: why didn't Johnny, before we got Amber's list, why didn't Johnny put in Musk, Franco, Whitney, Tasha Von Ray? I noticed that those names were. Why not the LAPD, which I think is huge for his case?
Yeah, the LAPD one, definitely.
Why were they not in it? What do you think was the reason he didn't include them?
Well, speaking with Linda last night when we were going through his list, and she said people on her list as well, they can just take them from there. So
Right.
if they want to depose them later on, or if they want to have them on the stand, they can just call them. And if it's okay, they can do it.
But why did you think that he
didn't do it first of all?
Yeah. Well, would you have done it? Put it this way: if you're his
I would have
attorney-
had Jennifer Howell.
Okay.
I would have had Jennifer first off. Whitney, I think because of the way Whitney has recently gone, literally 100%, I'm defending my sister no matter what. I don't think she would have been good. But yes, Jennifer, the LAPD, like I said, I would have had those officers.
Yeah.
Definitely Officer Signs, and I can't remember the other guy's name. And the two came with the body cam footage as well.
Right.
I would have had them come on there as well. But again, we may see something else. But Linda has just posted in the chat now. Those people are impeachment or rebuttal witnesses.
Oh, hi, Linda. I don't think I've ever seen her before. Nice to meet you, Linda. She's been on your stream a couple of times, I've seen.
Oh, Linda is absolutely phenomenal. She, all the legal stuff, if I got anything, if I'm just like, what does this mean? I just ask Linda and she just gets it for me straight away.
Now, what does she mean by impeachment or rebuttal witness? I don't know what that means.
So we did go over it last night. Let's have a quick, if I can remember it again.
Impeachment, like I don't impeachment. I'm like, what is that? The only impeachment I know is when it comes to a president of my country. I know rebuttal. I understand you're rebutting someone's argument. I get it, but like I'm not sure what she means with impeachment. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not really.
Right. Yeah. So those witnesses may not have direct knowledge.
Yeah,
Linda's
here it
just
is.
put it again now.
She just said it. Just as you said it, she just said it.
Yeah, it's it's. I would have had him on there, but again, like Linda was saying, that kind of thing. It's interesting, but I was surprised that obviously, like for Jennifer Howell and all this, but they have got her via deposition anyway, so they could bring that in. But with her one, the biggest one that shocked me the most, I think, as well, is that she's not having Rocky, Josh, or IO on the stand.
Right.
That's the ones
they're on her list, though. They are on her list.
Yeah, via the depositions. Yeah, for so they can just refer to them from their deposition. But I was like, if the people who were there, the ones who you said saw every single thing that this man supposedly did to you, you'd want them on the stand, wouldn't you? You'd want them to tell people what happened. As she puts it, go on, Johnny, tell the world. He's like, well, go on, Amber, tell the world. Get your friends to tell the world. These people were there with you. Josh, in very famously in his socks and sandals, he told the police, yeah, Johnny's not here. He wouldn't be otherwise. It's like, okay.
Okay, so she said Jennifer Howell never witnessed anything directly. She can only counter impeach Whitney's. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
got it. I mean, to me, and Jane's asking Linda something, so I hope you catch it. I'll put it up here. So what I'm thinking, in my opinion, is okay. If I'm John, I have to look at it from Johnny's perspective. Forget Amber's list. Forget Amber's list ever came out. I'm representing my client Johnny. So I'm going to break down. Here's what I would do as his attorney. I'm just saying, before any of this, she can. Oh, who am I getting message? Sorry. That's from a Star Wars guy. He wants to stream with me, so we're trying to work it out. Before I have Amber's list, because I was thinking this when Johnny put out his list of 30 some odd people. I'm like,
36.
Okay, let's look at all the incidents. We have to put the people here who were there, number one, because they witnessed what happened. They were there. They were part of it. They were part of my life. Like another guy I'm surprised he's never had, who has been very vocal, was Doug Stanhope, who is a comedian. I cannot believe this guy came out, was on the Howard Stern show. I don't know if you know that. He did get on the Howard Stern. He said, listen, this is what happened. I was friends with both of them. He showed pictures of him and his girlfriend with Johnny and Amber showing, hey, look, I'm not trying to take sides here. We were both their friends. But this is what went down, and I can't live with it anymore. I can't hold it in anymore. I'm like, you should have your friends there because it shows that this is a history. This has been going on before they were married. This was going on before any of this happened. You know, I would have my friends there. Like Isaac Baruch, I love that guy. I think he's a fantastic witness. Definitely should be there. Like, I was like, where's Elizabeth Mars here? I would have put her there. She was living rent free. Josh Drew, Rocky Pennington. Those are other names. If I was Johnny, I would have been like, damn right they need to be there. Because they said at the UK that they tried to get into the apartment, but my officers were there. You know, my bodyguards were there.
Yeah.
So you have a conflict of stories here. You know,
100%. It's
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just think, say, with the friends thing as well, I think obviously he's bringing in a lot of experts as well. You know, the in-person testimonies and stuff. And I just think he's just bringing the people in, like we got all these depots or whatever. And remember, we still haven't seen his exhibit list either yet, which I think that will drop either today or hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah.
But like I said, bringing in the friends and everything else, that's what I thought she would have done. But all she's brought it in is just for the depositions. And thinking, the people who were there, like you're saying, two sides to a story, his friends would have seen it. But I think he's just gone forward and gone, right, these are the ones who I can have. Because again, he could have had Paul Bettany there, because they're good friends and everything else. But I think it'll be interesting to see what he puts down.
Isn't Paul Bettany on the list? Isn't Paul Bettany on the list?
He's on her list. But again, only via is it video link or deposition? Can't remember. But she's on his list. She's brought a lot of people and said there's only 19 people for her, which is going to be either live or via a video link.
Right.
Let's just get to his now. Paul Bettany is.
Go ahead, take a look. I'll be. I mean, I could look, but since you're looking, there's no point.
Yes, I just got by here now.
I mean, if you want me to put it on the screen, I would take us off the screen. I could do it, but I've just learned how to do it. So I'm just learning how to use the laptop. This is only the second day I'm using the laptop to stream.
That'd be all right.
So to me, like, again, here's other players in the game. There's I'll Till It right on the phone during the right. Yeah. So I'm like, man, and I know that people are saying, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let's say we don't have Amber's list. Let's say I put my list. Before I even get her list, as his attorney, you have to think like an attorney, people. I work in the courthouse, okay? You bring everything. If you're suing somebody, you bring everything because
make sure you got everything.
If you sue and you don't prove what you have to prove, guess what? You lose.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the defendant brings. It matters what you are the plaintiff in the case. So you need to bring it. You need to bring whatever evidence you have, exhibits you have. Because you have to prove it. If he doesn't prove, he doesn't win. If she proves, she wins. If she doesn't prove, she doesn't win. People don't understand, like, oh, well, they both show each other witnesses, right? But if you're an attorney, you want to be thorough. You want to
have X, Y, and Z. This is what we got.
Who was on the plane with you? Stephen Daughters was on. Okay, well, we need him. He was on the plane. Who else is on the plane? Jerry Jet. Well, unfortunately, can't bring him. Anybody else on the plane? So you look at who's on the plane. Okay, who was at her birthday party? Well, let's see. We had A, B, C. Okay, her father was with you, right? Thanksgiving. Her father was there. We need her father, right? We got to get him involved. You have to look at each and every incident and bring them. And even if they favor Amber, you got people to argue against it.
Oh, 100%.
So well, I tried to get into the apartment. The bodyguard there could say, well, how? You never came up to approach me.
Yeah, I never saw you.
I never saw you there. So you're saying you had a key as if I walked away and went to the bathroom. But I was there with Jerry.
Paul Bettany is on his list.
It's on his list. That's what
he's on his list, via video link with her. Again, she's literally is this 19 people who are going to be going for her. But a lot of people who she has via deposition is on Johnny's list.
Okay.
So, but yeah, like I say, it's with the friends. It's like I said, I saw someone in the chat. I can't remember which person it was, but they said regarding Amber's List news at 11 p.m. It is just 1,500. Oh, it's just. But again, it's if I was like I say, the friends are there. I would have Io, I would have Josh, I'd have Rocky, I'd have them all there to go on the stand. What I think as well is that she's not putting them forward to go on the stand because she's afraid they're going to slip up,
Right.
especially with Johnny having Kathleen Zellner.
Right. Right.
Because
Right. Well,
she's just a pit bull when it comes to this sort of thing.
oh
She's
yeah.
going to sink her teeth in and not let go. And like you're saying with Tasha is via video link for her,
Okay.
which when I saw that, I was a bit surprised because I
Yes.
was like,
So was I.
she's recently had a couple of photos with Jennifer Howell. And
Right.
obviously, the incident that happened in 2009 when she was arrested at the airport for actually hitting her. And the police officer, they saw her, they arrested her. So there's so many things. Bianca isn't going to be in VA, so who's going to take pics? Well, I don't think she's with Bianca anymore, is she?
No, she isn't. No,
Mm.
no. They left, and they left because of reasons. Because they had their own professional lives, and it's
Yeah.
very hard. Their schedules are very hard, so that's why they split up. At least that's what I've read. That's what I read. So then the reason I bring this up, and the reason why it's more of a big deal to me than probably anybody else, is like I said, if you have people on the stand or by video, and I'm the plaintiff, guess what? There's no deposition. See, now she's throwing people in, throwing them a deposition. That means how's he going to use them? They're not
exactly.
There. See, so if I'm him, I want to go incident by incident by incident and grab all the people that claim they were there, all the people that claim they grabbed the phone call. I want to grab everybody because now they have to face my attorneys.
Yeah.
And I think that's what everybody meant. Oh, it doesn't matter. It kind of does matter because I'm representing Johnny Depp. I'm representing the guy who's been thrown under a bus here.
Oh, yeah.
And this is it. There is no going back. There is no another trial next year. This is the end.
This is the end now.
Yeah, this is the end game. This is the end game. There is no going back. There is no, hey, we got another trial next year. No, it's over. It's over. I want to see. Look, I'm passionate enough. I want to win this thing. And I've learned that you win at all costs. He's got all the evidence, man. They screwed him in the UK. We all know that. They screwed him. 100%. I'm just worried because, I'm like, you gotta. Even though you have people on your side, you gotta bring also the people who aren't on your side because they're lying. Don't you? I would want to have them sweat on the stand or by video conference.
Oh, that's going to happen no matter what. I think now with the Zellner, it's like say obviously people were thinking that they brought her in because of what did I see the other day? Someone said, "No, I don't think there is."
Is there a mechanic on the list?
The one from the when she put a Mustang in, I think that's what Felicia's on about.
Okay.
But yeah, it's when they're like, oh, they only brought in Zellner because he's going to appeal. So, well, actually, no. Zellner is the top lawyer in this world at this moment in time.
Right.
Where this is what she does. She goes in and she wins cases, not just appeals. And I think they brought her in to grill people because when she gets them on the stand and she grills them, I feel the heat. And I'm not even there. And I'm like, oh my God, I would not like to be spoken to like that. And obviously, it's like I said, going through the exhibit list is complete garbage and all this kind of stuff. It is. And the good thing is, with that, out of that 1,530 exhibits, the majority of them could just be saying, no, we're not going to bring them in, which is one of the good things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so many things going on. Like I say, Kerry's saying there about Whitney as well. Is she only starting with Amber out of fear? Yeah, there's so many things like this. But it's the friends part, like I say, with him, obviously. He's got a couple of friends, but he hasn't got a lot of friends on the list, which, again, like she had Io and all this. But we also need to remember that she didn't let him have a lot of his friends.
Right, yeah.
So like I say, I am shocked with her that she's not having him in the courtroom. I
Right.
thought they would have been there to support her. As she said,
Well,
like a few of them were in London, holding hands and all this kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, that wasn't your case in London, but this one is. If
yeah.
she loses this, her career's over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I think that everything's on the line here.
Yeah.
And this is why that's why I tell people, I said, there is no tomorrow. There is you all can forget that there's a tomorrow or an appeal. Get that appeal out of your head. Get
Yeah.
the feeling
I
out of your
don't
head.
think there will be an appeal, will there?
Yeah. I told people this is it. You got to bring everything. And I said that since January. I said, you got to bring all guns blazing, all your ammunition, all. That's why I was worried. People are like, why are you so worried about this list? But I was like, because there's names there that should be there.
Yeah.
And if I would have them crap in their pants. I want Josh Drew there. I want Rocky Pennington there. I want Isle Tillett right there. I want to get in Isle Tillett's face. Isle Tillett was talking smack to Brian, incredibly, total smack.
Oh, God, yeah. On Instagram, Twitter, everything.
Yeah. Now E. Barlow's talking a bunch of smack. She's really smack talking a lot of people on Twitter. She said a couple really stupid things. I mean, she blocked me now, so I can't see a lot, but I see when people forward it. And
I was blocked instantaneous by that woman. Didn't even I didn't even speak to her or anything. I just got automatically blocked. But I can see about where is it? Jill saying, I think them not being there makes her look really bad. Like it is. It's with her supposedly having the friends there. It's like, come on, what's going on?
Now I don't know who Ann Brownlee. She says, from what Tug has said, it is looking like she's out in her. I don't know.
I think we are on about Eve Barlow with that one.
Oh,
but you got a Helga Frau underneath that one. Tug, Laura, and that Brian fella are named in the court document. I haven't got that far yet because there's 71 pages of it.
Yeah, it's a lot. I want. There's a lot. What happened? Leslie says, I want all of them there, Robbie. Yeah, listen. I want all of them there too. Am I going to be there? Well, it's 3 weeks, so I can't be there the first day, unfortunately, or the first couple days. But I am going. I just debating when. Should I go like the last day, the very last day? Should I go make it a 4-day weekend, go on Friday, stay Saturday, Sunday, and go Monday? I could do that. Because I have to drive there, and I can't afford to stay 3 weeks. I could in a hotel, and it's not like I live around the corner. So I have to plan out, like, do I want to go the last 2 days? I'm trying to figure out when I should go. Maybe I'll just take a poll, and whenever everybody wants me to go, I'll just go. Yeah,
like I say, it was a few of us were going to be going, but I was just like, yeah, no chance
What
for me.
time am I picking you up? Oh, Lily said something. She said, "Oh my God, Dan and Rob are famous because everybody knows."
Oh, everyone knows Eve, yeah.
Listen, she went right after us, and I'll tell you the truth. Someone said, "Oh, go on her Instagram." So I went to her Instagram. I sent her a really, really nice email, and she blocked me on Instagram. So I tried. I tried to send her 2 emails. I tried to be nice about it. I tried to have a nice private conversation with her that we could privately talk. Yeah, she did.
Let's say I posted the Fairfax doc when it first came out on Twitter earlier, and I'm just going through my notifications by here now. Someone's just replied on the. She's actually listed her own IMDb page as evidence.
Okay.
So and she's like, I'm dying. Why would you do it? There's a lot of padding in this document.
Yeah, I don't know Diamond Night. I mean, but I'm gonna go anyway. Even if they're full in Virginia, I could still stay in another state and then drive up. I could stay the night and just wake up early and then drive in, and park. I don't care. That's not gonna phase me. I'll figure out one way or the other.
Yeah. So if the Be a Bug didn't happen, I would be over there. But obviously, it's literally, because when did your airports open up again properly? Because it was open, closed, open. It's.
I don't know, because now there's a variant now. I don't know if you've heard this.
Another one, yeah.
China is now, they've got the most cases like they've had in a long time, and now they're buckling down again. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to start up all over again. I mean, I'm afraid of that. It could happen again.
To be honest with you, I'm afraid if they start locking things down again here, it's just going to take the mick. Because my mate Rob, he caught it this week again for the second time. Yeah, like I say, my niece Nia, she's had it 3 times. My dad's had it once. My sister's had it once. Her boyfriend's had it once. Me and my mum, we've been safe, touch wood, so far. We've been
Wow.
fine. But out of everyone, we have been more worried about my dad. Because due to what my dad used to be, he's a civil engineer, or was, he's retired. And he used to do all the railways and everything else in the 80s. And here in the UK, they never used to give you breathing apparatus to go in the tunnels. So obviously breathing in all the crap and everything. And he's only got half a lung. So that works properly. And we're like, all right, when he was shielding, we literally brought him to the house and we shield, like, you're staying in this house for as long as it is. You can't go out. You can't do nothing. And he was, bloody hell. So March 2020, when it first kicked off, is when he started isolating in the house. And I think he first went out in September that year. Yeah, it is. It's not
He had
nice.
the virus too, man.
So many people are getting, like, say, touch wood. I haven't had it, and I hope I don't. But
Oh my
yeah, we
God.
had to isolate my dad for like 6-7 months, which is funny. But
Wow.
yeah, there's so many different reports on it. It's like, which one do you believe?
I don't know. And that's the thing. You don't know what to believe because you don't know if what you're being told is the truth. Like I'll
Yes.
tell you one thing here, okay? And I'll say because you're in the UK, so I don't mind saying it.
Mm.
The US. I watched CNN and they're like, "Oh, we're going to show you what Russians are reporting to their country and blah blah." So I was like, "What you think you're trying to play like their press tells them some fake news and like you guys don't tell my country fake news?"
Yeah.
Like, come on. Of course, you try to control the story. That's what you try to do. You say, "Oh,
100%.
yeah." So if my country is trying to say, "Well, Russia's trying to control their story," so do you. You
Mm.
guys, like, we've had things where we're going to war because there's weapons of mass destruction, and meantime we found Jack. We found nothing. So I was like, so we went there for what? Because the president wanted to control oil. That's
Yeah.
why. Resources. So I don't think my country has been innocent. Okay,
Oh
and I
God, no.
understand why other countries get mad at my country. Yeah,
Mm.
because it's being a bully. It's being a bully. You don't go into someone else's country, just bomb them, kill civilians or whatever, and then they try to play off. Oh, we didn't kill anybody, dude. You just dropped It was a whole block or
Yeah.
multiple blocks of bombs. You're telling me that no one got killed?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
It's like
Don't
with
lie
the
to me.
whole the Edward Snowden when he leaked everything, and they were like, "Oh, he's he's an enemy of the state, and he's done all this." Like, okay, but thing is though, he's just told people what you were doing. That's how I look at all these people who do all the leaking and stuff. It's like, well, they're just telling the world what you're doing. They're telling the people what you're doing to them, and they absolutely hate it.
Yeah. So now, what do you think of well, I guess we could jump to the WB. There's a lot to talk
Mm.
about. I haven't
Oh,
seen it in
it's
such a
so
long
much has
time.
happened.
God. What do you think? I'm going to get what your thoughts are on WB. What you think about that whole thing that went down?
I was surprised when they said that we're gonna say bad things about you and her. That's the one part that I saw, and I was because everyone was like, they're gonna say bad things about him. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't really matter because he doesn't work for them. But everyone's made out that she still works for them and she's one of his biggest stars. What are they gonna say bad about her? And with
Right.
that there, that's what got me thinking regarding Aquaman and this whole nonsense of Warner Brothers pushing back all the DC films.
Right.
Because I thought to myself, if they're going to push Aquaman back just by itself,
Yeah.
that kind of looks a little bit iffy and fishy. Because, she's in it, and they're like, right, okay, why was only this film pushed back? And it's only been pushed back 3 months.
Yeah.
Obviously from now until its release date is exactly 1 year, because it's out on the
Right.
17th of March next year. And I was like, okay, 3 months that's pushed back. But The Flash has been pushed back from November to June. That's a good, 7 to 8 months. And we're still a long time away from now until November. That's a hell of a lot. And with them saying, oh, it's all about visual effects.
Right.
The Flash has got the same amount of visual effects as the last Aquaman film did.
Right.
And I'm thinking, so the new one is going to have less. That's why you've given that one more time. But I think they've done it just to see how the trial goes and basically be a bit like, yeah, we can get the bad taste out of everyone's mouth. And it gives us time, if needed, to either alter the film, alter the script, and get rid of her in the beginning, which we've seen countless rumors of.
Yes.
We've also seen countless rumors of it was what was it? She was either going to be mortally wounded, she was going to be vanishing in the beginning of the film, or she could be recast. There's so many rumors.
Yeah.
But it would be nice if one of those happened.
I agree.
And this would be, yeah, I believe the rumors because we've had the stuntmen and everything else come out and say it. You know, but yeah, I can see that happening. Jill, yeah, I probably won't watch it now because it's just got too much of a bad taste.
Yeah, I said
I'm a Jason Momoa fan and James Wan.
I said it from the beginning. I said if she's in it, I'm not supporting. I can't watch it. That was my automatic. And I liked the first one, but I liked the first one before I knew who she was. I didn't know who she was.
Before
I didn't
this
know
entire
anything about
incident,
her.
yeah.
But when I learned that she was that person, I was like,
this is a horrible person.
Now I got anything that she's in, I'm against because that's my stance on the thing. I found it funny when they wrote that we know that Amber is full of it or something like that. I was hysterical reading that. I don't know if you read that, but they wrote that, the WB, and I thought that was pretty funny. And that got me laughing. And what that they wouldn't want no part. It's funny. They're like, we don't want no part of this. We know she's full of it, but we don't want 100%, no part of it.
100% she's full of it.
And the court was like, well, we don't care what you want. We have the power to tell you to come in. You're going to come in. And then they were like, they did that squash subpoena, and they're like, yeah, not happening. Johnny's going to get his 2 hours, and she's going to get 1 hour. Yeah. And I think what happened here, because I don't know if you know, I did a video on this. November of 2020, the WB said, we don't care about your petition. Mm-hmm. If it's Aquaman 2, it's Jason Momoa, it's James Wan, it's going to be Amber Heard. And Amber Heard was also very cocky, and she's like, doesn't matter what the Twitter first says. It doesn't matter what your petitions say. It's the Aquaman fans that are making this happen.
Yes.
I was like, boy, they're really cocky. I said, but I bet you when the case comes around the corner and they're trying to put out this movie, panic mode will set in.
Oh,
so
100%.
What they tried to do, they tried to shut us up on Twitter. They didn't. The WB said, we don't want you tweeting Aquaman and Johnny Depp in the same hashtag. I said, I do it every time. I make sure that every post I make has those because I want to make them know that I don't care. You hired you kept the person who's the abuser. You let go of someone on just an allegation, on a hearsay. And now you want to act like you want all the money, so you're trying to push it off, so we'll forget. I'm not forgetting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm so many things.
A video to make sure that people know this is the same company in November 2020 that told you that you didn't matter. Your petition of 1.8 million didn't matter.
When he said that, it was a stab in the heart for a lot of loyal fans.
Yeah.
I just still can't believe he said it, but it does make me laugh though because he said that, but then obviously a lot of the semi promotion they've done recently for Aquaman 2, she's nowhere to be seen.
Right.
Which I still find that rather funny because it's like, well, if it doesn't matter, why aren't you showing her?
Right.
If you're standing behind her, like you've all said you are, go on then, push her forward. Show people that she's in the film. But let's say there's only been one little shot that they've shown, and it's when she's about to punch something, when there's like a machine in front of her.
Okay.
And that's it. That is the only bit of footage, of a picture, anything they've shown. Is just that one little segment. And that was at DC Fandom in October.
I just find it funny that you're so high and confident, in her, even though you know what's going on, and you're putting us down like we don't matter, our voice doesn't matter, anything we say don't matter. And I showed that. I said, look, I kept this purposely because I knew that they would come back and this would bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
I knew the WB was going to act so superior. They were acting so superior, like you guys don't mean anything. You're all fake. You're all bot. Just because we don't all use our real names doesn't make us a fake account.
Exactly. Same as if you haven't got your photo in it. Like on mine, I got a caricature of myself. And it's, yeah,
Oh.
they cut her out because she's too hard to handle.
Lily's my regular troll. She trolls, but she's.
Oh, I love Lily.
Yeah, she
Johnny, takes them
but
all on. It's great.
She just likes to joke around, and I just have to put her because she's funny. Oh, somebody said, what's new with her punching something? I don't know. Maybe Dan knows. I don't know.
Oh, no, say it's just with Amber is what she always says, don't she? With I can't remember what the motion of my hand was doing. And about, what was it? I don't, you weren't punched. I hit you. You're
right,
not punched.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And I don't remember the kind of way my hand went.
Yeah, the motion. I can't remember. It's like,
what kind of bull is that? It's like if I punch somebody, I know I punched them. And if I slapped them, I slapped them. That's it. I slapped you, I punched you.
There's so much shit that they do. It's just,
Io won't be there because Amber Heard is panicking and can't get off the toilet.
It's like, say, it is. It's like, it's going back to what we first said at the start. With Io, Josh, and Rocky, they were there the most when supposedly Johnny would fly off the handle, go nuts, that Magnum champagne bottle, he'd be swinging it around. You would want them there on the stand to show everyone and to tell everyone what's happening. You're not just going to read what they said in the deposition. But I think that they didn't ask him to come to the stand and be there in person or via video link. I think that they are scared that they would crack under pressure.
Yeah.
I really do think.
Yeah. I what? Oh, Dan says what? Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Dan, thanks. Yeah, Dan knows I troll. I do it to him as well.
She does it in my streams. But it is, there's so much stuff going on with all of this.
There's a lot.
It just makes you think. It's like, out of everything that she has done recently as well, it hasn't got good press. She's done a lot of things, which here in the UK, she got dragged over coals in the media a little bit because she came over here during, obviously, the height of the pandemic, and she didn't isolate for a couple of days like everyone was told to. She went out straight to the pub with Eve. And it's like, wow, that's what she did. No masks, nothing at the time either.
Right.
I wonder if JD's team will add her old pals since they were there. They probably expected they each to have them on her. Well, it's what we were talking about earlier. They can still bring him in, but like Linda said, though, they're going to be on the sideline, I think, for them. If they need to address anything, then they'll bring him in. That's what I think will happen.
So to me, again, like Dan said earlier, if the WB is so positive of her, then why aren't you marketing her? And if you're not positive of her, why didn't you think of this early instead of leaving such a cocky statement in November of 20? Like they think that we forget, like it's in one ear, out the other. So if we're fake and we're bots, then we might not care about what you said. But since we're humans and we have emotions, yeah, it's offensive. It's offensive to me to say you don't matter, but your money matters. So hey, now that my movie's coming out, please forget that Amber's in it. Please forget. Listen, how many times on Twitter did we see, oh my God, I would not have gone to see Justice League had I known that Amber Heard was going to be, even though I try, listen, I can't reach everybody. There could be 50,000 people. I can't reach them all. But I knew that she was in it. And I said, there's no way I'm watching Justice. I don't care. I'm not watching it. And I haven't watched it. I still haven't watched it to this day.
What,
the Justice League, the Snyder Cut? I haven't watched it.
I watched it. I absolutely love it. But the thing is, it was great. She's literally cut off in most of it. Because it's in the 4.3 aspect ratio. And the black lines down the side, you basically see her arm pop out here. Her scenes are still in it, but again, they're exactly the same. And at the very end, she's in it for like a minute. That is it. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Out of 4 hours, I'm happy with it. But there's just the way she went out, again, with that version. She went out so much saying, yes, I'm in it. I got this scene. I got that scene. And it's like, You're not there. And yeah, when you watch the finished product, it's amazing to see. But yeah, it's everything that you see. We got that. Obviously, you got Aquaman. Even if Aquaman 2 came out this year, it still would have failed. Even if we everything else, because it's going against Avatar 2.
Uh, do you think that that's why they pushed it off because of Avatar, or do you think that it's everything? It's the
I
fandom.
think it's everything. I think it's everything. Because again, if they moved just Aquaman, it'd be like, yeah, they're scared of Avatar and they're scared of what the outcome is. But I think because they moved everything, they're trying to make people think, oh no, it's not because of anything else. It's just we want to polish the film, make sure it looks good. And obviously, I've seen people online. They're like, well, why haven't you done that in the last couple of years?
Yeah.
You know, you just put films out there, and some of them are rubbish.
This is to you, by the way. Well, to me also, but
Good morning, Sandy.
so I just wanted to make sure. And of course, here's another one. Tanya's joined the stream.
Hey, Tanya.
Good to see. I don't know what happened to Colonel Kurtz. I'll be honest with you. She told me she was going to be here. I'm sad she couldn't. She's not here. I don't know what happened. I'll check Twitter real quick. But
yeah, and let's say with I streamed with Kurtz last Friday regarding the Manson situation. And have you watched the documentaries?
Oh, before you tell me, she did respond. She said, "Hi, I'm having technical difficulties. I'm at a friend's house and the Wi-Fi is bad. Sorry, I'm going to see what I can do. I can post here, but when I try to get on the stream, it won't load. I'm going to reset the Wi-Fi and be back in 10 minutes. Rob, I just reset it and I still can't get it to load. I'm so sorry. I'm staying at a friend's in the country and the phone reception sucks and the Wi-Fi is slow, I guess. I didn't even think about it. Can I join you tomorrow or sometime next week? Tell everyone in CGS that I am so sorry. I can't load any YouTube videos either." So that just came from her. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like she's going to be able to make. She did say sorry to me and Dan. That's fine.
That's all right.
I'm not angry. All right, I'll try another time. Maybe me and Dan can try next week.
Yeah, we'll get another one. Yeah. I like Kurtz.
I like her too. I listen. I did hear she was in a car accident. I don't know.
I spoke to her about it on the stream last week, and obviously when I saw the photo someone posted on Twitter, I was like, shit, quick, got in the started sending her messages about it, and yeah, sadly she was in a car accident, and it was like when I was speaking to her about it, I was like, it looked absolutely terrifying because again she was covered in blood. And she's got a scar. It's like from here to here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There she posts the photos on her Instagram story and stuff.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And I was just like, oh my God, And she was saying she was in the car wreck basically, and she thought she was in a movie because it looked because obviously the just got hit, so she was really dazed, and she had the blood in her eyes, and she got the red fog. And she was like, "Oh, I thought I was watching a film, and the camera was full of blood." I was thinking, "No, that's you." And she was like, "Yeah, I realized."
Wow.
But she said she was in and out of hospital in the same day. I was like, "What?" I was like, "That is crazy." If you were in and out of the same day.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I thought was crazy. I have a broken leg. I couldn't walk. They did surgery the same day, and they wanted me out 2 days later. And I looked at them like, "And how do you expect me to walk on my own?
Yeah,
you think I'm going to get up out of a wheel? I don't have a wheelchair. I don't have a walker. I don't. What do you expect me to do? Crawl how am I had to tell them. They had to like, oh my God, you don't have anything. Like, yeah, hello.
Oh yeah, like literally no shit. What am I supposed to do?
They thought I was going to sign a discharge paper. I was like, I couldn't even stand. I said, I'm not signing jack until I get the equipment I need from you guys or the insurance company. I'm not getting out of this bed because once you leave the hospital, you're no longer their priority. You mean nothing. It's all up to you. That's what they said here. So I said, listen, I'm not falling for that. So thank God they got me a walker and my wife got a wheelchair. And I was like, okay, now I'll go home. But I wasn't about to leave that bed because I knew better. I knew had I left, there's nothing I can do. Once I get out of their wheelchair that they give me to the end of the hallway, good luck. I said, what do you want me to do? Crawl? You want me to crawl to a car? How am I going to get up the stairs? How am I going to get into my apartment? I can't even. What do you want me to do? My leg isn't even healed. So it was so weird. I thought I was going to be there a week, at least a week, you know?
Well,
It
let's
was
say with
weird.
the surgery, so because you had the metal rod put in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, like say here, you would be in for a minimum of 5 to 6 days.
Yeah, like I could, dude. It was such an odd thing. Like I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. But I just hope she's okay. You know, I just
Mm.
wow. Did they? Oh, somebody asked me. Did they give me crutches? Did they give me crutches? You should have had rehab to help you walk.
Yeah, did you get any of this or?
They. What happened is once I made it known that I had no equipment, then they made the offers.
Bloody hell, that's
So had I
bad.
not said anything, I would
You
have
would have
been
just been.
like, I don't know. I would have had to crawl from car service to my. I don't even know how I would have got to the bathroom. I was like, what did they expect me to do? I was like, so then they got me like, they got me home nurse. They got me a home
Mm.
therapist to help me work to stand up and all that stuff. But I was like, man, what happened to I never said anything? Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
it's
ridiculous.
not like I say. It's people. I say a few people have said in the chat. I still, to this day, that I'm shocked by the American healthcare system. It's
Yeah,
every time I talk about it, either with Soups or with anyone else, and I'm just like, wow,
yeah,
like that's bad, you know?
yeah.
Because again, it just shows that money's everything,
Yeah, like when
which
you hurt
sucks.
your back, I wouldn't expect them to let you leave for at least a week because your back is your
Mm.
back. You know,
I'll
you
say the
need time
first
to heal, whatever.
when I
You know,
first did my back in, and literally 2016 when I fell down the stairs, and a couple days later when we went in, I was there. Bloody hell! Because I went in the Saturday mid morning, and I didn't get a bed until very early hours of Sunday morning. And from there onwards, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it was about 7 or 8 days I was out, and I was still
wow,
there. And then when I did it again in in 2018, I was there for 4 days.
huh? Wow.
And I didn't break my back in 2018. It's just that my back went, I couldn't feel my legs, which again, obviously, thought it was all shit, paralyzed
That's
or
scary,
whatever.
man.
And
That's really scary. I mean,
well,
you
the
made it
worst
seem
thing
like I just
is,
couldn't feel my legs. Like,
yeah.
hello,
Well, the
hello.
worst thing is, literally, because I say I got my downstairs bathroom by here, which has got the bath and everything, and I was having a shower, I bent down to pick up the shower gel, and my back went. That is it. And like I say, I
Wow.
still remember the conversation I had with my dad because I had to ring him, and I was like, "Can you come and get me?" He's like, "Why, you've gone out, have you?" I was like, "No, I'm stuck in the shower, can't move."
Oh,
And he's laughing, obviously, which didn't make anything better. I started laughing, but then I was like, I can't laugh anymore. The pain is just so much. So he took me in then, and that's when they were like, "Oh, we're very busy." They were like hardly busy, but they were like, "Oh, we haven't got a lot of people on," and I was like, "Oh, all right, okay." And I sat in the little waiting area where after I saw a nurse, that's when they gave me oh bloody hell, a drug to help me get rid of the pain. And I was sat there then for at
was it a
least three
cortisone
hours.
shot?
I can't remember.
Uh,
All I know is that it was in a needle. That's all I
what,
remember.
was it a needle?
It was in a needle, yeah, but that big.
It might have been cortisone
Mm.
because I had a muscle like a spasm maybe it was,
Yeah.
and like it was the pain was ridiculous, and I said, listen, I don't normally say I want to go to the hospital. I said, but I'm telling you, I want to go to the hospital. My wife
Mm.
was like, what? I said, look, I can barely get out of bed, barely,
We
and I said,
don't
the
know what
pain is
this is like.
so. What happened was it's weird. The pain was here, so I couldn't I couldn't move my arm.
Mm.
Some reason they tell me pull down your pants. I'm looking like, say what? They gave it to me in my buttocks, but man, I could feel the juice. Like I could feel it flowing.
Feel
The
it
fluid.
going into you, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. I
It's
never felt anything like that, but I could feel it flowing through my
it's
body.
like when you're having a shower and you feel like just a bit a drop of water on your back going down it.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
weird feeling, but man, let me tell you, it helped tremendous. I was fine after that. So that's why I'm
I wish
thinking
I
maybe it
was.
was cortisone. Maybe it was a
Could have
cortisone
been.
shot.
But yeah, because that's when I saw a doctor there, and he had a blunt needle, so like that, something like that, and
Oh,
he was just like stabbing the base of my back of my thighs, up by the bum and
by
everything
your thigh.
else,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
and yeah, all the thighs. Like, can you feel this? I'm like, can't feel nothing. He's like, can you feel this? I'm like, man, I just like can't feel anything, and he's there still stabbing, and
Oh
he's
my
like, are you
God.
sure you can't feel this? I was like, mate, you're stabbing me. If I could have felt it, I would tell you. And my dad was there, and he went, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Dad, are you really taking the piss now?" And he went, "No, because he's drawn blood." And I was like, "I can't feel it." And that
Wow.
was us. Ever since then, my back has been bad. So, but yeah, it's literally was then. I was in there for a couple of days. Came back. I got like two
Wow.
crutches.
Damn.
I got never had a walker, never had a wheelchair, or anything. I've never been in a wheelchair in my back, thank God. Even when I broke it.
Oh wow.
I was always like, no, if I got crutches and there's someone with me, I'm gonna make my own way out. I'm not being pushed.
Well, I'm telling you, a wheelchair. I've used a wheelchair. My God, it is wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't knock it. If I need it, I will use it. And
If
and
it's
I
there,
have,
mate, use it. And say, especially
you know,
over in your country, where
yeah.
I assume you had to pay for that via the insurance, is it?
No, I got lucky. My friend had it, and she's like, "You could have it because unfortunately the person has passed on, and I just have it here. So why don't you take it?" I was like,
Oh,
"Okay, I'll take it.
yeah,
Thank you." You
definitely.
know? So I got real lucky with that. Megan sent me a $2 super sticker. I have no idea what the super sticker is, but I just wanted to say thank you for. I appreciate that. The donation was very, very nice of you. And we'll get back. I'm sorry, but there's a reason that I brought this up. I always have a
Mm,
reason why I bring things up, why I'm talking about hospitalizations and this and that,
yeah.
because this is another thing. And this, now I don't know. I didn't check if Johnny is bringing in a specialist or someone like that, like who looks at facial bruises, stuff like that. I'm not sure if he has one on his list. I didn't
Mm,
see that. But to me, that's again, if I was his attorney, I would, because when you point out that bruises, how long they last, that they don't go
oh,
away, that when you're hurt, you're marked, you're scarred, these things don't just disappear in a day or two.
no, they don't.
No. And
It's
Dan's been through it. I've been through it. And I'm sure when you stabbed, even though you couldn't see, I'm sure you had black and blues later on. I'm sure it lasted a week or something
mm,
like that. And to me, like, why wouldn't he want to bring in? And again, this frustrates me. Why wouldn't you want to bring in people who have experienced abuse, like a regular person, like anybody in this chat?
yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to bring in how their reactions were, how they reacted during the situation, how they felt during the situation, and why wouldn't you bring in a specialist or a doctor looking at someone's face? If you had these marks, how long would you say this would last? Why wouldn't you want to have someone like that to prove that she's
Yes.
full of it? Like, see, those are things. These are people again that I would have brought to the table.
Mm.
That I'm worried that he's not bringing. That this could hurt his case. But I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. What do you think, Dan? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much.
No, let's say it's with the actual bruising and everything else, because we've seen it put photos out where one day she may look black and blue, next day she looks perfectly fine, even without any makeup. We saw that with the Rocky photo. He does. He had a lot of experts coming in, and because when you saw her leaving the office with Rocky and someone else, I think it was Josh. I'm not too sure, and they're leaving the lawyer's office. She's smiling. There's no makeup on her. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Right.
Day before, she had a bruised face. Where's all that gone? But yeah, I would literally be bringing in those type of people. But as Depp has got Samantha McMillan, which is the makeup artist who said that she didn't see any marks or anything on her face
Right.
when she came out and said Samantha saw everything for the James Corden interview, where she was meant to be, literally she had like busted lips, broken like cheeks or
Right.
whatever, and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen Keely or Gary for a while
Oh,
myself.
I could give you a quick update. Gary is with Keely,
Mm-hmm.
and she posted him singing on Instagram. I don't know if anybody caught that, but that's there. It's on her Instagram, and she said that she's just feeling bummed because she lost her grandmother.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
the last time I heard from her, which was when it was in the Discord chat.
Yeah.
when she said that. I was like, oh, that
Yeah, so just want to
sucks.
let you know. So she
Mm.
said she's okay. Here. Tanya has an update. Hold on. Tanya has a better update. Oh, it's Lily. Sorry, I missed it.
Mm.
Keely's holding up.
Oh, it's
Hernand's gonna.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So so I know she'll be back, but everybody just got to be patient.
yeah.
Sometimes you just need some time because your life.
I'm glad she's got
You know,
Gary there with her, though.
yeah, she's really happy with Gary,
Yeah.
and I'm happy that they. It's amazing. Like he's planning to become a UK. I don't know
I
what you
saw, yeah, he's trying to move over here, isn't he?
permanently. Yeah. Yeah. First he wants to
That's
get the visa, and then he wants to be permanent.
yeah. Get the citizenship.
Yeah. They're in Manchester, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, around the Manchester area, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Is that north or south of you?
that's north of me.
North. Okay. So
Quite a
you're
far away as
southern,
well. I think
and
it's
then
about 3 hours away from me.
so you guys have different accents, would you say?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Like I say, it's I was speaking on stream last night with Linda and everything, and we were saying about obviously going to Virginia, and I was like, well, obviously myself and Stevie, he's in Australia, he'd have to fly over. I'm in
Right.
the UK, I would have to fly over, and Linda was like, well, I was going to drive her, but I'm only 6 hours away, and when she said that, I'm thinking it takes 8 hours to drive the entire length of the UK, and I'm thinking that's a hell of a long journey. And she's like, oh, that's nothing. And I'm like, but then again, though, the UK, it can fit into a lake in Canada a couple of times,
Oh, okay.
which is
Tanya said,
crazy.
yes, Rob, he needs help getting home first
Yeah,
because he lost his money due to missing his. Right.
I saw
Well,
that.
as
Yeah.
far as I was told, he was going to get a 6 month visa, a work visa, and he's
Mm,
going to work there. So I don't think he's worried about coming home because he really doesn't want to come home. As far as I've been told, he missed his flight, but it was on purpose. It was like he just didn't want to go home. He just like
yeah.
I, he wants to be with her. He knows if he comes home, he's got to work again. This that, and the flight's expensive. It's not like it's
Oh, yes.
$100. We're talking like it could be $400 to $700, if not
Mm,
more. So as far as I know, he doesn't want to come back. And I don't blame him. Listen, if you're in love, bro,
yeah,
why would you
damn
want to come
right.
back? Oh,
Uh,
he can't get a visa till he comes home. Oh, okay, that I didn't know.
mm,
Well, I don't know. Like as I said, I haven't talked to her because she got bummed out with her grandmother, and I wanted to give her space. So more than I.
yeah,
Yeah, she does have a GoFundMe. I saw it once, but I haven't seen
I
it
saw that.
again.
Yeah.
I want to give too. Actually, that you reminded me. I do want to contribute to that. I definitely want to contribute to that. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Like, listen, you can't even YouTube is a constant grind, but there are times when
Mm,
your life takes over and you're like, I need to take a break from this. I
yeah,
can't.
100%.
Yeah, you have to. You can't. Listen, there's a lot of people consistently do because this is their living. This is not my
Yeah.
living. This is not Dan's living. This
Nope.
is not. We're not living off this. We do this. We enjoy it. We're passionate about it. Yeah, we make some money and it's great and all, but it's not. It's not for me. It's not life changing. Like if I quit tomorrow,
Oh God, no.
whatever,
It's no.
it's not life changing for
I
me.
can do YouTube as a living. Yeah, literally. Like saying, if I stop from just uploading, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not like I say, it's not life changing.
No, me neither. Me neither. It's not life changing. I'll be like, all right, whatever. I enjoy it because
Mm,
I this community. I met you
yeah,
through this. I met
yeah.
all
Thing.
these people through
There's
this.
so many people we've met
Yeah,
through
I
doing
think
all
it's
this.
amazing. If I'll be honest, that's where I thank Amber Heard because had this not happened, none of us all of us wouldn't have met.
Exactly. I said this to Les because I say, literally through all of this, I have met so many great people. And if this never happened, we would never have found any of each other.
And you know who I thank meeting you is Donald Dolan. And
Really?
Donald, yes, and Donald, what happened was I started this and I didn't know, everybody. Like I saw channel names, but I was like, I don't know this person. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Donald's like, you know who I think you'd really get along with well? And I was like, no, who? He said, I know you know Hacker, but you'd really get along with Dan. I was like, so I'm like, who's Dan? I don't know who Dan is because I didn't know. And he said, come Geek Some. I said, well, let me look him up. Come Geek Some. I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. He's like, yeah, get in touch with him because I think you and Dan's personality, you guys will flow. You're going to enjoy your
We
stream.
like a lot of the same stuff as
Yeah.
well. which is always a good key.
And I'll tell you the truth. After I streamed with you, I called him up. I said, "Man, you were right." I said, "Thank you so much because I really like the guy. I think he's fantastic." And he's like, "Oh," he said, "I saw what happened. Les and Stevie? No, they're not together. No, they're not together. As far as I know, Les is in Canada. Stevie's
Can
in
I
Australia."
just confirm something?
Go ahead.
They are.
Oh, they are. Okay.
This, because I didn't know if
I
I could
had
say
a
anything.
feeling, but I didn't want to say it. I had a feeling, but go ahead.
It's because they appeared on stream together this morning in Australia, and
Ah.
everyone's like, "What is she doing there?" So, but yeah, like say, you've got Les, you've got Stevie, you've got Gary Keeley. So many people have been drawn together just due to this.
I noticed something was up with Stevie when the background changed. Because when I first met him, he used to have just this plain, ordinary, beigeish, brownish kind of background.
Yes, I remember that.
And then all of a sudden, he's shooting, and I'm like, wait a minute. He's got a lamp back there. He's got a chair back. This is a entirely different place. And I noticed that, and I was like, and then he kept shooting for the same area, I was like, something's up. And I knew Les and him had a connection because they used to talk on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
And I said, I wonder. And my suspicion was right. I just didn't want to say anything, but
Yeah. Well, say it's obviously this morning. I just happened to go onto YouTube, and Stevie was streaming, and they were on there. And let's say I've had people messaging me and everything else, and they're like, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this? They're together." And I haven't said anything. It's just because it's them. They're the ones who should tell people. But like we were saying, it's with this community. If none of us met each other, just doing this, you wouldn't have Keeley and Gary, Les down here, and Oz with Stevie. Just so many great people. It's almost like it's bettered their lives. It's bettered all our lives because we've actually met new people. I'm 36. I never ever thought I'd make a whole bunch of amazing people as friends. Not this many people,
Right.
Because I thought, you'd be a couple here, a couple there, meet the odd one or whatever. But like I say, there's you, there's like Donald, you got everyone. There's so many people, Again, Linda. I've recently been streaming with Linda because of Les. And I've gotten great with Linda. We all have. And it's like, holy hell, It's just so many people have met everyone, and it's great to see.
We are a great group. I totally agree with you. We are a great group, and that's
it's one of the best communities out there.
Yeah, I tell everybody we got to stay together. What does it say? Les and Stevie together. Who is going to move? Well, listen,
no one knows.
She was in Canada. And here's the story. Here's what I know. He was married with kids, right? And I noticed. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I noticed they were talking on the phone a lot. Like, why would you be talking so much to her if you're married? So I knew things. And when you're streaming from a different location all of a sudden, and every day the background totally changed. If you had this beige background for God knows how, I knew something was up. I said, he probably moved out. Something happened. And he's talking to Les a lot. I had such a strong feeling strong feeling they liked each other. I really did. Yeah, good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, so you got Scrindy there now. Yeah,
I hope it works out. I hope all works out. I hope they get along well, and good. I hope it works for them. This is a great. I agree with you. This is a great community.
There's
here's the
a
thing.
bad egg here and there, but again, every community has that. And
say again.
Every community, there's like a bad egg here or there.
Right.
But
right.
When they they normally get ousted very, very quickly, which we've seen. So that's been good.
Yeah, I agree. No, well, we kind of got off topic a little, but that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
So we talked about the WB. We've talked about their lists. We've talked about all the exhibits that have dropped. So now let's put. Oh my God, that's so funny. No, that's.
No, that's just something that Soup said just to make everyone laugh.
Yes.
And for some unknown reason, it's stuck.
It's so funny. Yeah,
Oh,
listen, I wish them the best. I hope that all works out, and I really do. I hope they
mm.
have a great life together, and all the best to them.
If anything
That's
happens,
all.
again, it could, no one knows.
Right? What happened?
If anything, say no one knows what's going to happen.
Right, but
No
well,
one
again, I
knows.
hope Gary and Keely
Yeah.
work out. I hope Steve and Les work out. I hope it really works out. I really do. I hope it works out. Oh, wait a
Worldwide
minute. Wait a minute.
connections.
We got a new news flash here.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I'm easy.
I think Dan's turning another color.
Oh, I'm good. Still the same color. See? Yeah, still the same. I'm easy. I'm easy.
That's great.
That's a good thing about us Welsh. But see, thingy has actually just dropped in the last half hour.
Go ahead.
The
Yeah, something dropped.
counterclaim.
I couldn't catch it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Elaine's counterclaim for the motion for the summary judgment.
Yes. Yes.
That has been dropped today, so I'll be going through that later, seeing what we can do and see what we could find in it. Because for all we know, we're going to see something rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen.
Tristan's awesome. Darth, yeah.
Yeah. We've had some great guests. I think we've had awesome guests. So I mean, listen, I'm happy with everybody I've met. I can't complain. I can't complain. Can't complain. It's just good that I just hope, like I said, my worry is the same. I don't want to see what happened in the UK happen here. That's my biggest worry.
Same.
That's
it still gets to me because obviously UK law has a very, very big effect on worldwide law. This is
right.
what's happened and everything else, and we have seen so many things happen where, again, in the States, a lot of your laws have come from the UK, and they've just abbreviated them and changed them slightly. But seeing how it went here with the judge, and just with us just doing a simple Google search, we found that the judge was connected to Murdoch, the guy he was suing. And just with that there, it's just like, this is absolutely bad.
Right.
How do you know if Dan is single? No, I'm not married.
There you go. There you
Not
go.
married.
You got your answer.
No. I was engaged, but I
you
am
were?
single. Yeah, I was engaged for 2011 for 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a lot about my private life, sort of thing like that. I don't flash that around.
Rob, are you going to have a streaming party after? I think we all will. I think we all. Everybody's probably going to stream during. It's going to be utterly chaotic. Everybody's going to put up videos from April. Everybody who could be there will do live streams. Everybody who could get anything. I'm telling you, every channel will be going crazy with videos between April 11th and the decision day. I guarantee that you're going to see videos, live streams, everybody getting together. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be
2 months. It's going to be straight, just literally, because I've already worked out that obviously I need to try and alter my sleeping pattern a little bit. Because of obviously, here in the UK, because what time does the courts normally start over in America?
It's 9 a.m. my time, which would be 3 p.m. your time. So you should 5 hours, 2 p.m.
5 hours, so 2 p.m. Yeah,
2 p.m.
And obviously
so
then
you'll be fine.
It'd go on. Yeah, let's say I'll probably be staying up later though. So because again,
it'll go from 2 p.m. your time to 9 p.m. at night. That's what it'll be.
Yeah,
that's
right. So 7 hours then, right?
Yeah.
Is that all they do? 7 hours?
Yeah.
Wow. Here in the UK, they go for 9 or 10 hours. The courts, yeah.
I mean, listen, if they go overtime, because the COVID thing came and the courts were very strict about everything. So I don't know if they go overtime, but I don't think they will. I just think it'd be from 9 to 5 with a lunch break, with a recess. Listen, it might be televised according to what we've heard.
Well, yeah, it's only going to have one camera though, isn't it?
Yeah, so there will be one channel, I heard there was many bids, by the way.
Oh God, yeah, tons of them, tons of news outlets wanted to get it. Which, to be honest with you, when you think of it, it's like, well, yeah, it's Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
the first $1 billion actor.
Oh.
It's like, they want to have him on all their shows. And it wouldn't surprise me as well if it goes on. Oh, if it does go on, and obviously say he wins, which at this moment, touch wood, I'm backing him 100%. I really do think he's going to pull this one off and just be like, this is how bad she is. And
Yeah.
everyone's going to see it.
Right.
We're going to see a lot of morning shows and everything else do interviews.
Yeah.
Come
TMZ.
onto the show. We'll do an interview here, come mid-morning or whatever. And the one I would like to... I think he'll probably
What is
leave
his channel,
Fox.
Dan? What is
Murdoch's channel is Fox News.
Fox. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and say over here in the UK, I think it's News UK.
Okay.
Because Piers Morgan's going to be on it and everything now. So, but yeah, it's I could see a lot of these shows saying, "Come on, we'll get an interview." You tell the world what's happened, blah blah blah. Patty, yeah, it's I got it by here and say it says it's 18 pages, so I'm going to give that a little
Oh my
look.
God. Yeah.
So it's going to be
It
interesting.
sucks when it's so many pages because it's so hard to go over, and
It's the way that she just does it. She just pads everything out, and there's no need for it. Perfect example is the witness list with Johnny Depp's number 37 and 38 is when it literally says anything happens, we're going to get this person. That is it. And then when you look at hers, it's like that long, and it's the same exact thing. But yeah, that's what we got. It's
somebody asked. Wait, hold on. Somebody asked about you again. Here, hey Dan, are you?
Yeah, I don't sing.
You don't sing.
I don't sing. No,
I don't sing either. Another question for you. Hold on. Let me get this one. Dan, what do you think of those pictures?
Yeah, there's a couple of photos. Have you seen them?
Those. Yeah.
Yeah. I was quite surprised. I didn't even know they existed. And it's her and her friend. Her friend's got the tampon applicator hanging out of her mouth, and she's got it in her fingers. And I'm like, oh, there we go. Actively showing photos of her using that, which she's framed Johnny were using.
I wanted to ask you something too. Did you get the chance to watch the documentary? Because I haven't talked to you about that at all.
Which one?
The Johnny Depp Amber Heard documentary that came out?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. You didn't get
Stevie did, but Stevie gave me a rundown of it.
Okay.
And I was just like, right, okay. So it basically, by the sounds, it was a hit piece on Johnny.
Now there was I'm gonna tell you because I made like a few videos of it. There was a one I found very interesting. The private investigator. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yes, I love that guy.
Yeah, was that awesome? That was a.
It's
so for those
so
who don't
good.
Know, he was supposed to go to Johnny and dig deep and try to find any dirt he could on Johnny Depp, and he was hired by Amber Heard.
Yeah, Paul Baresi.
So he goes and tries with people who hide in the Viper Room, and he goes to Kate Moss.
He went back 4 decades and
employees.
Couldn't find nothing. I love it.
And it winds up that he winds up with utter respect for Johnny Depp and says, this is a guy who would help these people out of legal problems. If they had financial problems, he would give it to them. He was generous. He was kind. This guy had everything in the world to say. Remember, he was supposed to dig dirt. That was his job. Yeah. And here he is.
This guy could dig dirt on anyone, and he has, Right. But one of the things I found really interesting is he did an interview with, is it Planet Geek or something like that, or Geek Dog or whatever. And this guy, this geek whatever, he's against he's all on AH's side. Twitter, he's all with her. He's blocked me, he's blocked quite a few other people, and he's like, no, he's horrible, he's this. And he's done his interview. And in this interview, he just says to the guy, so did anyone say that they didn't want to speak to you? And he goes, yeah, I went to some people and they just didn't want me, talking about it to them, which is understandable. You got this guy coming towards you and it's like, oh, I'm, so-and-so, I'm looking. Oops, for me. How did Johnny Depp treat you? For all we know, he could say to him, well, no, he treated me well, but please, I don't want to be a part of this. But the way this guy made the interview out to be is that, Oh yeah, there was tons of people who didn't speak up. They didn't want to speak to him. They didn't want to go on the record, trying to make it out to be bad. I'll have to find it now because it really did my nuts in. It did because I'm
Did,
thinking, like, this guy has gone. Say the documentary. He's
did
done.
did you hear about what Amber did after she filed a TRO that weekend? Besides sleeping with Elon Musk, did you hear what she did with Johnny?
Which one? Which
Well,
which date?
there's a piece where she's in the hotel room waiting for him,
Oh,
and he's staying in a hotel to avoid it because he found out that she filed the TRO.
that's right. I remember
So
now.
so she's in there and she's recording on her phone secretly. She doesn't want him to know, and she's asking him for a hug. And is this how you? She starts whining. Is this how you want to end this? Is this?
That's
Why
right.
can't you give me a hug? But he's like, "Are you nuts? After you did this to me, you filed a TRO. Now you want me to?" He said, "Get out
Now
of
you
here."
want, yeah. Now you want me
And
in
then
the
he
bed. I
discovered
wonder
she was
why.
recording, and he said hi to her parents because he figured out she was recording it. Could you believe that?
It makes you think, doesn't it? It's but yeah, so I got it by here now. Where is it?
Go ahead.
So the headline is Johnny Depp should walk away, a conversation with a Hollywood fixer, Paul Baresi. And he has said in it, he goes, an extensive article in USA Today. He's talking about it, obviously. He went around, spoke to so many people, and they were all like, yeah, he's the greatest guy going, this, that, and the other. And it says by here, where is it? A bit kind of, that he dived headlong into it, where before stopping short and saying things like, obviously, people he's dealt with in the past, is like, oh, I'd open a big can of worms. But with Johnny Depp, he goes, I am in Johnny Depp's corner. Not for the reasons those who've taken sides in the former legal proceedings, but he's literally, he goes, everyone's been really nice to him. Everyone has always spoken highly of him, but saying about, some people didn't want to be put on the record. That is it. And he makes a massive story out of it. Yes. Patty, 100%.
Yep.
You can see that as well in the TMZ kitchen video.
It says yes. The Geek the
That's
dog
it.
is also
Yes, Geek the
Buzz.
dog, Geek Buzz. Yeah,
Okay.
he's a bit of a dick. That's probably the best way to describe it. But yeah, it's when she's filming when he's kicking the kitchen, and what she's there all innocent. We've had a lovely morning. I don't know what's happened, and all
my
that. And
God.
then when he sees that, oh, you're filming me, and
Yeah.
she just automatically changes. It's like,
Yeah.
oh wow, okay, why can't you be that good on bloody camera?
I love how like she was doing this with the camera, like she's trying to put. I don't have a mug, but she's trying to put the mug, and then she's trying to put this.
The way it was.
Right. And then when she sees his back is turned, right? So you have the like this where you could see a little bit, and then his back is turned, and you get a clear view.
Oh my God, this
clear view. Yeah.
It's just the way that she did it, and obviously when the TMZ video, it the first one, it finished when the camera was just kicked.
Right.
But then, when they released the unedited one, which I was actually quite surprised they did that. Because I didn't think they would show the unedited version, which they did. And they're like, oh, we're really sorry, they did the rebuttal, didn't they? And they were like, yeah, we had an edited version from her team. We're really sorry. Here's the unedited version. And it came out, and at the end, she's smirking. And to me, that's just 100% shows you that she's very manipulative. She's smirking in this video of where he's supposedly being really angry and everything else towards her. And there's her just smirking at the cameras, like almost like, I got him. And yeah, Mary Lynn, yeah. It makes you think it kind of makes you think now. It's like, okay, we know how her family grew up.
It's true. Like
is she that bad though because of her family?
If you're fearing for your life, this is a great point. Like, why on earth are you trying to get your abuser's bed? Who would do that?
Exactly. There's so many things which make you think, and you again. It's similar to. Have you seen the Marilyn Manson documentary with Evan Rachel Wood?
I didn't see that yet. I didn't see that, but I know there's a big thing going on with Manson. I know. Who covers that? The Hacker covers that. Are you covering that?
Well, I'm like that at the minute. Kurtz is obviously Kurtz
Kurtz.
is the best channel for. She's number one for me, just because the interviews she gets with people are just absolutely fabulous. And it was we say obviously last week I was speaking with her, and she was like, "Oh, you got the documentary, this, that, and yeah, that's right." So I give it a watch, and the first one I found it more comedic than anything. The first part, because it kind of how they were saying regarding that she changes sort of thing, and if you're so scared of your abuser, why would you go back to him or whatever, go in the bed and try and get in the bed and all this.
Mm-hmm.
And in the part two of the documentary, which I will admit is a very, very hard watch, not because of the subject matter, just because of how many times her and the people around her contradict everything they said in part one. And I was watching it and I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's a very interesting edit from HBO, why they did it like this. But yeah, there's so many things. It's
I'll
because to
be
say,
honest. I did not watch Amber's part because as I tried to watch it,
mm,
it's like I can't watch her deposition. I know people can and they go after her. And
I
it was
tried it
just
so many
so.
times. In the end, I just gave up.
Me too. It was so frustrating for me to watch. Like she looks at him. Her attorney doesn't stop interfering. Like
Mm.
every question, object, object. Like let her answer a friggin' question. Like she can't answer a question, and then she always turns to him, and then she fills him out with something,
Oh,
and then
with the
she's like,
cookies and
"Can you
all that,
repeat
I
the
just
question?" What do you mean? Can you repeat the question? Well, are you not paying attention here? Like if
it
you
is.
this is a deposition that you're trying to nail this guy's ass to the wall, you should be
You're there. You're
yeah,
on. You say you literally are triggered. It's like,
yeah,
right, I want to get them now. I'm gonna be literally. This is it. I'm on. Come on, I'm gonna get you now. Not
yeah.
how. So yeah, with what Lily's saying by there, that actually refers to Evan Rachel Wood, because in the first part, her actual family state she cannot tell a difference between reality and fantasy.
Wow.
That's what her own brother says, and her brother and mother and all them are sticking up for her. And like I said, I haven't got any kids. So you got a daughter.
Right.
And in part two of the documentary, Evan's father says, when she rang me and she told me what's happened and she's leaving Manson, I rang my sister who went over there. Fair enough, you may be a couple of hours away, but he didn't even fly to go and get her. If that was my daughter, I'd be moving heaven and earth to get to her.
Right. Agreed.
And he said, oh yeah, my sister went over, she had a pistol on her, and I'm thinking, well, what was she gonna do, shoot him? Because if he doesn't do anything, it's such a hard watch. The second one is it's just everything they do, everything they say, the contradictions. They lie about things which then they talk about. Like I said, they talked about stuff in the first one, then they're completely lying about it in the second, and it's just if you've got a spare 2 hours, give it a watch because it is quite funny. Sure, love a deposition. Sure, you can have no doubt about her guilt after watching that. Yeah, that is 100% correct, Rose. Because like Rob was saying, she just sits there. She's munching on food. She's looking around the place,
Oh,
almost like she got somewhere better to be.
it's so I'm sorry, it's so frustrating. It's like, man, I could barely look at I was like, man, I could barely watch this. It
Mm,
because it's so angry. It makes you so angry, like, damn
yes.
you. Damn you. Like Johnny's just there, like, yep, she threw the vodka bottle at me. He explains the whole thing.
Mm.
He explains what happened. She's like looking at it, like every time they ask a question.
She's
Should
looking
I answer?
around. Yeah,
Should,
it's.
should I
Oh.
answer? And then she's so after he finally can't object or whatever the court says or whatever after all that, then she's trying to stuff her face. I'm like, and they're like, Miss Heard, did you say it or not? Did you like it's simple, yes,
Oh
no.
no. Yeah.
And what is the question again? I was like, oh my,
Oh,
I said, oh my god,
can
I
you
can't
repeat
handle
that,
it.
please?
Like
Oh.
I couldn't hit. I swear, Dan. If I could throw my phone against the wall, I was going to do that. It's too expensive for me to do it.
Mm.
So what I do is sometimes I see a pillow and I'll just throw it at the pillow. I get so mad. I get so mad. Like, let me put the
Uh,
pillow here and now I could fling it. Yeah. I get mad because I couldn't stay. That got so under my skin to see someone act that way.
it's just the way, because like say literally, like where is
Yeah,
it?
that smirk. Exactly,
Uh,
Jill.
Mary Lynn, yeah, which said I would be throwing up if I had to be in the same room with my abuser, not eating cookies. Like with that, it's say with all of this, since covering this, I've spoken to a lot of people who are survivors, and say yourself included,
Right,
and a lot of the stories, your stories that you've told me, and the stories these people have told me, and I think about being in their place, and
right,
then seeing what she's like, say what she's doing, what
right.
she's saying, and what these people who are, like say Evan Rachel Wood and the people who are supporting them, and it's like, wow, you really didn't have anything done to you because you wouldn't act like this. Like some of
That's
the
the
people I've
whole
spoken
key.
to.
That's
Yeah, it's
exactly right. What you just said is you wouldn't act like this. That's why I'm like, why doesn't he have a psychologist or somebody
mm,
like that, like and say, okay, like let's get some real person, a male and a female. Let's try to find somebody who's really been beat up,
mm.
bring them in, put them on the stand, and say, well, how did you act? How did that
Let's see.
happen to you?
Well,
What
he
did
did
this
have
person
an
say to
order
you?
denied yesterday, didn't he?
What
He
happened? Say it
had
again.
he tried going for the medical records and it was denied.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was it was it was yesterday or the day before they were put up on the Fairfax County website,
Okay, yeah, I'm not up to
which is
that. I'm so
understandable.
I because what I do is I take one thing at a time and
Mm,
I try to break it down and talk about it, and then I'll say, okay, I did that video. Now
mm.
tomorrow I'll
Oh,
talk about.
say
I don't try to
well,
put out 10 videos because
oh
it's too overwhelming and it's too much.
Tuesday. It's like I was
Yeah,
in the cinema watching Godfather 3,
right.
and Linda messaged me and she's like, have you seen the Fairfax document dump? And I went, no. And she just sent me a list. I was like, oh my God. I was like, why have they just released all these at once?
Yeah,
And
the list was
it was,
long.
like I say, it is so overwhelming. We
It
had
was.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We had 12 document dumps on Tuesday. And
Yeah,
then we had one yesterday and one today. Well, three
yeah.
today, I think. And it's like, oh my God, there's just so many.
Well, that's why to me, what I'll do is I'll look at each one first and I'll
Mm,
say, okay, this is short. There's really nothing for me to go on here. But if there's something there, like can
yeah.
I make a video about 71 pages? No, I'm not
It's
going to
way
do.
too
That's way
much.
too long. It's way too much, and it's not worth it. And it's not really anything. Okay, she put out a bunch of exhibits. Okay, all right. I
Yeah,
can't. We can't really. It's too overwhelming. So it's not worth really. I mean, we could mention it, but
yeah,
otherwise than that, I can't make a video out of 171 pages of 1,000 documents here.
yeah. 1,530 exhibits. It is.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
way too much.
way too much.
And
Way
I
too much.
just look at that. I looked at that and I was thinking, oh my God. But it's like I will say I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow, but that will most likely be with the summary judgment,
Okay.
not with the exhibits. Because like I say, there's just so much filler in it. I'll
Yeah.
probably just brush over it. Say, oh, this is the exhibit. As you can see, there's 1,500 here.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably reference Andrea because she's like, remember, a lot of this it may not actually be allowed in. So, but again, yeah, going over that 71 pages of nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just like again, the first page and a half, the first 100 exhibits is just articles about film reviews, Sherlock Gnomes, and the Razzie Awards, and I'm like, what has that got to do?
Well,
Ah,
what she's trying to prove, and I noticed this through the second half of this case,
hmm,
she's trying to say, well, how did, because remember, she subpoenaed Disney. And
yeah,
and this is what I'm going on. I'm going on their subpoena. She was saying, how did he treat cast members? How did he treat directors? How did he treat the people who was staff? She's trying to show that he was drunk and high on set and that he mistreated these people. So if he mistreated these people, you can tell he mistreated me.
oh yeah,
That's what I think she's trying to prove by showing all these movies and this and that. I think that's the whole key for her defense
Yeah.
or offense. Could be offense, defense, whichever you want to look at it. I think she's trying to say, hey, look, if he treated these people this way, what's to stop him from treating me the same way? Why would you
Yes.
doubt me now? See, I'll have proof. He treated these people, and I never got that. I got that from all these people. Like Johnny's never treated anybody like that. He would take people out, say, "Hey, what do you want? I'll go buy it." Like he
He
would
treated
buy
everyone
people.
lovely.
Yeah, like I never got anybody saying he came to set drunk or high. Like everything she said, he came home drunk and high. He came to my birthday, he was drunk and high. He came this day, he was drunk. Like every day, he's drunk and high. But
It's the
he's saying,
photo she
look,
took as well, which did my nut in. When
say
he's
that
just the photo she took, sorry, when
right.
he's just come back from like a 15-day work, and he's just there on a sofa like that,
Yeah,
and he's got the ice cream on him, and she's like taking a photo of him. Why would you do that?
yeah, I know. Like I don't understand it either. Her reactions to things and the way she does things is not how normally people would. Like, I'm going to get into this. Here's something that went down this week. I don't know if you caught it because of all the things that have been dropping. Have you checked out what happened with Elon Musk and Grimes?
What with the second
secret child.
child and selling $128 million worth of stuff?
I got even more weirder stuff to tell you. Wait, you haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, amazing.
So I've been following this real carefully.
Yeah.
So the interviewer for Variety, whatever it's called, went to see her and heard the baby crying. Now, during the interview, he found out that X, the first kid, is with Musk. But he finds out that Musk lives in a separate house than she does, right? So the kid, so as the interview goes, he hears the kid crying again. He's like, now I got to ask. I said, you have another kid? And then she looks down, she admits, yeah, it's ours. And the guy's like what? And she admits that it's Elon's and hers, and it was by a surrogate, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
So now they would questions why was it by a surrogate? Now this makes sense too, but it gets weird after this. So she said basically that she had a very rough pregnancy, and that she was crawling from the bathroom to the bedroom, which she felt like her life was on the line. And I get it. So she didn't want to have another kid because she didn't want to go through that experience again. Okay, I get that. So she breaks up with Elon, dates another woman, gets back with him, and breaks up with him yet again. Yet, wait, this gets really, really weird. She said that he lives like he's below poverty level. That they had a mattress they slept on.
Yes.
And the mattress had a hole in it. So
wasn't
now
it like a $40,000 house they were living in or something?
Yeah, like I'm saying to myself, wait, let's stop the phone. This is a guy who's a billionaire. Yes, I'm talking about Grimes and Musk. Yes, Tanya. So this is a guy who's a billionaire,
richest guy in the world.
Yeah, you had his child, and he was off in business, and that's okay. You think, oh, it's okay that he's off in business. You're suffering. He should have been there for. How can he offer 24/7 security to Amber Heard because supposedly Johnny Depp did what he did, yet you can't offer her 24/7 like nanny service or something to take care of you when you're suffering like this? I'm like, why are you crawling on the floor?
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane. But what makes it even more insane is that they broke up and they want more kids. And I'm like, wait, stop the phone. Stop everything here. Stop. Wait.
What's made him so special?
Hold on. So these kids are going to have a guy who's got money. That's great. But are they going to have a father? Are they going to have someone that's going to raise them? That's going to take them places?
God,
that's going to do things? So, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can have money. That's not what raises a child. What raises a child is creating memories, being there for them, teaching them right, wrong. If you're not there for her, you're not going to be there for your kids. What is the point of having more kids with somebody who doesn't want them? Number one. Number two.
Yes.
Why don't you date someone who can bear a child? And number three, you're separated.
Someone who wants them other children.
Yeah, and you're separated from her. So now you got to have two kids from a surrogate when you could just go meet someone else and have a child with that woman?
I really don't understand it. I really don't. Because when I saw that and I was just thinking, because I think everyone thought exactly the same thing. I thought you broke up. I thought you
Yeah,
weren't together. You know, all of a sudden, oh yeah, we
yeah.
got another kid. It's like, what?
And it's crazy because she goes out and dates another woman, dates him again, and breaks up
Yes.
again.
Oh,
But now I want more kids with him. And it works that he lives separately from me. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh,
because he's living in Texas now, isn't he?
yeah. And I don't know if you know, but there's someone who has like they have an app that follows his plane all around the place.
I saw. Didn't he offer him money to shut it down?
Yes, he did.
To be honest with you, if someone offered me that just for shutting down a Twitter account, I'd be like, yeah, double it, and I'll do it. That's what I'd be like
Yeah,
because I really do find it funny because it's literally just his plane. It's
yeah,
like, oh, he landed here, and it's public knowledge and it's public
yeah,
records.
yeah.
Oh, so funny.
Tanya says, is she telling the truth? She seems to pull his name out of a hat a lot. Also, he should be taking care of her because she's the
Mm,
mother of her kids. But she has money, so
yeah,
she could have just gotten this. Yeah, exactly. You know what? And Dan, I want to bring this up because this is exactly the point I wanted to bring up. So why is it that a rock star and an actress act like that they don't have money?
yeah. So and just funny though, I'm just looking now. She's currently worth $3 million.
And Amber's
So
worth like 9, I think. I think Amber's
yeah,
worth
8 or 9 she is. And let's have a look at Musk because obviously he just keeps growing. $223 billion. That's what Musk is currently worth. And he's the number one richest man in the world.
He's number 1 now. Okay.
He's number one, yeah.
So I I
Um,
don't I don't get why these women who have money, okay, they're not living off of 10,000,
mm,
20,000, $50,000. We're talking millions of dollars here. You can't
yeah,
go out and buy your own mattress,
exactly.
or you got to claim that you're kidnapped. It's a 3-day hostage situation. What, you don't know Uber? You don't know how to get a car? How about a bodyguards? They wouldn't drive you
This
while
so
driving.
exactly. I can see Rose saying by here as well.
Go
He
ahead.
does get involved with his kids. Grimes sees X as his protege. They live
Oh,
near each other, yeah, so they can co-parent. Um, we're bothered about Una. Yeah, see, to be honest, I don't even think Una is AH's kid. But like I say, has Grimes moved to Texas then as well?
I think so. I think they live in the same neighborhood. I think they
Mm,
live like together. Like she lives in one house, but he lives in the other. But they're not far. They're like maybe down the street
mhm.
or whatever. You know, they're
Yeah.
not far from each other.
I
And
know he
but
lives very close to SpaceX, doesn't he?
yeah, yeah. But Dan, if I'm a guy, okay, and I want to have more children, and I break up with this woman, why on earth would I say let's get a surrogate and let's have 2 more kids when I'm physically capable
Mm,
of having more children with another woman who I'd want to be with. Why
yeah.
would I want to have children with a woman who I don't want to be with, and yet I want to have more kids with this?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, we've already split up. We're no longer together. Oh, let's have another one.
Oh my God, TJ! Look what TJ put. That's
It is.
funny.
It is. It's just let's say. Mary Lynn. She says, "I can't even imagine that kind of money." It is.
Well, neither
It's
could I.
it's obscene amounts of money, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
$220 billion. It's
and that's the thing. Like I'm sure a lot of people here are parents, and they know better. Or how about your own experience? Use your own experience. Like I used mine. I was like, I wish my father was around a lot more often than what he was. I'm not saying he's a bad father, but he
yeah.
wasn't around as often. Like he could have took me to Little League. He could have done other things. He could have took me to games or this or playground. He could have spent a lot more time with me. He
Mm,
didn't, and that hurt me as a child growing up because I had no direction. I really didn't know. There was so many questions I had growing up, becoming a man, not understanding what was happening to my body, was
yeah.
what I was thinking, thoughts that were going through my head. All this stuff was happening, and I was like, man, where are you? You know. So I can't picture having 5 kids with one other woman, having this kid with Grimes. Now a
How many
surrogate.
kids has he got in total?
I think he's got 7. I think it's 2 with Grimes now and 5 with the other woman. I think. Or I think he had 3, 2, and 2. I something. It's something like that.
He's got 8.
8. Oh my
Is it
God.
8?
Is it
Meets
8?
all. Yeah, meets all his 8 children. Wow.
Wow. Okay, 8 now. Jesus help me. Yeah, I mean, like, Lisa gets it. Wait, hold on. Let me show Lisa's comment. This is exactly what I'm trying to. Elon with the walking sperm.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. That wasn't the comment I wanted to put up. This one, Deborah. Sorry, it's Deborah's. He should be ashamed of himself. That's not how you treat a pregnant woman. It's your kid. Exactly. Dan, if this is my woman who's having my child, okay, I'm going to do whatever it takes in my power to make her comfortable.
She's going to be the most comfortable. And again, he's the richest man, and like we said as well, we found out she's not exactly poor.
Right.
She's not living, check to check or whatever.
Right.
She's like, oh yeah, got 3 million. I can take a couple of years off. I can raise my kids. We can have fun. But like I said, no, it's on the floor, just on the mattress and all this. And because I remember I did read something where she said that she ate peanut butter for like 8 days in a row. And I'm like,
yes.
What? And again, I was thinking to myself, it's kind of like how you were saying about Uber and all. I was thinking, well, can you order any food? It's like, I'm not, Uber Eats or whatever, or Deliveroo. It's bound to be stuff there for him, literally. I was thinking, or they were thinking, oh, don't do that because it's her. People will know who I am. But I'm pretty sure that you can just ask them to leave it on the doorstep and then go.
Yeah, like to me, like you're eating peanut butter. I understand if you feel sick, okay? Because some women feel sick with something. Like my wife was like that. She smelled the smell. Like I was cooking in the kitchen, she got sick. So I had to start ordering out because I was like, okay, I don't want to keep making you sick. But you do these little sacrifices because you want to make the person happy. I don't understand what kind of a father he thinks. Like, does he think he's a good father? Because I'm very successful. That's great, but are you spending time with these children? Are you teaching these children moral
He's not
values?
doing anything. It's like what Tanya's saying there regarding Leo leaving the money to them. I don't think he'd be leaving any of his money to him because for some unknown reason, that seems to be all these billionaires. They're like, yeah, I'm not leaving any of my money to anyone. And it's like, so why the fuck have you got your money in the first place then? If you can't let people have fun with your money.
Right.
But because I know he's say he does want to do a lot for the Mars, doesn't he? Get people on Mars and all that kind of stuff. And
I understand. Like she tried to defend him, right? Because people were getting really angry over hearing the way he treated her, right? Which I think that, hey, listen, people coming to your aid. They're like, what the hell, man? And she was like, oh no, he's trying to spend all his money so everybody can go to Mars. Well, first off, everybody's not going to Mars. Okay, let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. They're gonna invite the most important people on this planet, which is the scientists, doctors, farmers.
Yeah.
You're gonna invite whoever can colonize that planet first, and you're gonna invite the upper echelon of people. You're not inviting like me. You're not. I'm not. That's not happening. Because that's what you would do. You would say, okay, we need doctors. We need we need farmers.
Teachers.
We got to grow food. We got to count. We're gonna need construction workers. You're gonna look at what the necessary things. You're not gonna call the cable guy. You're gonna say, hey, cable guy. You're gonna call the people that are necessary to be there to colonize and get your planet going.
Who need to do it? Yeah.
Right. So I mean, that's great and all that he spends his money, but you know what? His first focus should be on his family and his children. Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't care how much money you have. You have all the money in the world. What kind of a father are you or your mother are you if you're not taking care of your own?
Exactly. Doesn't matter how rich you are. People may think you're cool or whatever, but to your son or to your daughter, you could be like, well, who are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I need help, but you're not helping me. Why aren't you doing it? Yeah.
This is funny. Sorry, 9 kids, including the sperm donation to Amber's eggs.
Well, yeah, it's with her baby, with AH's one, with Una, it does make you think who the sperm donor is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did a video. Was it last year or the year before?
Could it be the same surrogate also?
Getting the money, yeah.
I mean, I wonder that because here we are, her baby was in April, and now we're in March of this year. That's a whole year. I mean, is
Yep.
it the same person?
You never know. Be a lot of money.
Yeah,
That person would be getting a lot of money.
yeah, yeah. I
But
just what did Lily say? Wait, Lily was very excited. She said, "This has been such a good fucking stream. I love it so much."
oh, there we go.
Well, we're glad. We're glad
Yeah.
we could do that for you. You know, that's our goal. Our goal, our aim is to please, to inform, and you know, like I said, I
entertain.
haven't seen Dan in a long time, but
No, it's been a while.
yeah, it's been a while. I know you're busy because I see you. You know, I see you streaming. You know, I don't want to bother you. I do see you streaming with other people, and it's always
It's
nice
like
to throw them in there.
since I don't know why I've just kind of set myself a bit of a goal this year, and I'm just feeling absolutely knackered now. But like this week, I've streamed every single day so far.
That's crazy. I don't know how you
And
do it.
I've done, say, last night was the big one, obviously. It was like 4 hours in total. And I didn't exactly mean to do that. And say, I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Saturday, I'm not too sure. Sunday, I think I may be streaming with someone.
Wow.
It's just, and trying to
I don't
get
know how you do it,
videos
man.
out there as well.
I don't know how you're doing it.
It's
That's a lot of streaming. That's a lot, man.
we talked about this before. I never ever thought when you see people streaming, it's like, oh, that looks easy, but it's not. It's knackering. It's tiring. I didn't
Right.
realize how tiring you would get
Oh,
just
it
from
is.
streaming. It's
It is.
crazy.
I'll be honest with you. I did a member stream before I did this one, so I was on an hour and a half, and now I'm on
And
this one almost 2 hours. So that's
nearly 2 hours on here.
Streaming today.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I streamed 1 hour yesterday because I saw Amber's list drop, and I said, you know what? I'll just stream it instead. And I did an hour and 25 minutes of that. So
that's what I thought. Instead of because I put a video out today, but I was like, it's out there. We'll just put a video out of it. And for Depp's one, like I say, because in the stream yesterday with Linda, the segment of the Johnny's list with who's who, that went on for like nearly an hour. Wow. And I was like, people are not going to be staying around for an hour if it's not a stream. And so I was like, right. So I went through it today, edited it, cut it down.
Same idea.
26 minutes.
That's exactly what I'm doing for my next 2 videos. The who's who with Johnny Depp. I've done that in my live, and the Amber Heard. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. But you know what? I didn't have time because I said I had to stream so much today. There was no way for me to get the videos done. There's just no way.
It is. It's like
maybe I'll do it tonight, but I can't. I couldn't do it now. I said because I had to drop my daughter.
I'm streaming myself.
At the rush back.
If I know I'm streaming myself on my channel, I'll normally won't put out a video because I know it's just too much.
Yes, I agree.
And I'll say I'm just kind of quick look, but let's see, Jesse Smollett got out, didn't he? He's been let go after 6 days.
Yeah.
Which
Planet Q says it's stressful. That's why I stopped. I'd rather work. Yeah, I understand.
It does get stressful.
It can. Listen, all this stuff can get stressful because you want to get it out. You want people to be informed. You want people to, because people ask, oh, what about this? What about that? What about?
Yeah.
You want to get it out there, and you want people to know, and then if you wait too long, then people don't care. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
So sometimes you're just like, I'd rather stream because by the time I edit this thing, it's going to take me 3-4 hours to do. So
that's it. Yeah. It's like yesterday. Soups was telling me, she goes, because of how much has happened in the last couple of months, she's burnt out on Johnny Depp, which is understandable because when you're just constantly going through these documents and like say with us, we're trying to find things, so we could put this here, edit things around. It takes out of you, and it's because I always used to laugh at, I follow Nick Recader when he did the Carl Rittenhouse trial. He was streaming every day for up to 10-12 hours.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I was just like, round of applause to you, mate. But even he, at the end of it, he was like, I am done. He's like, I am just so tired. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to bed. And this is what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. But yeah, like Marilyn's saying, it's when you're trying to get it out there. And when you hear people say about burnout on YouTube and all this. And you do think like, well, before I even started YouTube myself, I was thinking, well, it looks kind of easy. I started it myself, and I'm like, holy hell, it's completely different. It is completely different.
It is. It is. You know, it is. People make things look easy. Like,
Yeah.
like I see public people see me stand and they see me walk and they're like, "Oh, you're fine." I was like, "You have no idea." I said, "I'm making this look easy." I said, "As I'm walking, my brain is in pain,
Mm.
because I could feel the leg hurting me." I said, "I'm just not screaming, but I feel standing still. I could feel the pain." I said, "You
Yeah.
know." I said, laying in bed, I feel the pain. I said, "You don't stand. It's. I try. I make it look easy, but." I'm constantly in pain. So it's like if you told
Mm.
me to run, I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
good luck with
Yeah.
that. Good
Get
luck with that.
stuffed. Yeah.
That ain't happening. They looked at me. They're like, "Do you think you could go on the treadmill?" I said, "No way." I said, "No way." I said, "There was no way." I said, "I'm limping. What makes you think I can go on a treadmill?" I said,
Mm.
"There's no way. The pain is too great." I said, "I can't even go down the stairs without being in
How
pain."
are you getting on at the moment?
What happened?
Well, how are you getting on with the leg at the moment? How's the pain for you?
I mean, right now it's fine, but I know I have to stand soon because I got to get going. I got to get my
Mm.
daughter and all that stuff. So it hurt. Like I said, as I walk, it hurts. As I stand, it hurts. So I just have to be eventually. Yeah. Why? Hold on. Okay. Eventually, I'll be okay. But my wife needs me. It's 3:20. I got to get here in America, and I got to get
Yeah.
ready because my daughter's going to be coming home. If you haven't subscribed to Dan, who been working very hard on his channel lately, making up for all that lost time when he was hurt and all that stuff,
Oh yes.
he's making up for it now. He's a fantastic guy. I absolutely Donald Dolan was completely right about him. He's fantastic. I love streaming with this guy. I can't believe we've gone through this time. Like,
Yeah. It's
God,
let's say it's 20
God,
past 7 here,
it's
and I'm
ridiculous.
just like, where's it gone?
Yeah, I can't believe we talked about so much. But listen, Dan, I hope I can get you on one more time.
Oh,
Because Colonel
say
Kurtz wants
we'll
to.
definitely be doing
Yeah.
it anyway. See, even when the trial's on, we'll get a day in as well.
Oh, great. And listen, it's a pleasure. Don't kill yourself, but hey, keep going, keep the grind.
Like you say, it's the grind. You got to do it. Sadly.
Listen, always a pleasure. So if you haven't subscribed to Come Geek Some, please do. Very easy to find. You're just doing the search engine. Hit Come Geek Some. You should find him automatically. Not of it. Great guy. Great content. Stay with this guy. Quick question, Dan.
Yeah.
When this is all over with, what route do you plan on going?
I'll probably be sticking with certain celebrity cases. So obviously,
Okay.
I think I probably will be covering the Manson one.
Okay.
But I'll also say I've started doing other content as well regarding, like when you see these channels like so many things you didn't know about this film or whatever, that sort of thing I've been doing. So
Okay.
I've been enjoying them. Again, it's gotta stick with it because otherwise you can't expect thousands of views on the first one you do.
Right.
But yeah, I'm enjoying that, so I'll be going that way, and I'll probably start just going back towards more entertainment news as well.
Just let you know, it said, of course, my screen says petition for Marilyn Manson video to be removed. Yeah, it just crossed my
Oh,
screen like an update, and it says petition for Marilyn Manson video to be removed. You could catch that at the Daily Mail if you want to go to their website.
I'll have a little look see at this. See
Yeah,
what's
so I
going
just
on.
want to tell you, check the Daily Mail. I'm not into that, so take it, take that, and you may want to check it out if you want to do a video.
Yeah, we'll have a little look at that.
All right, check out the Daily Mail.
Cheers. I'll have a look at when we get off in a moment.
Dan, it's been a pleasure. Everybody in the chat's been. I've had a fantastic time. Thank you, everybody who's come here. I'm sorry about Colonel Kurtz. She had Wi-Fi problems, but we're going to try to work it out again, and maybe she can do it day and Dan can do it. We can.
Yeah, we'll get Kurtz back. We'll get her back.
Dan, always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure.
Rob, the same, mate. Thank you very much for having me on.
Hey, anytime, man. You could just DM me, say, hey, you want to do it? We'll hang out.
Definitely. We'll carry on doing it.
You be well. Take care of that back.
You
okay?
too. I will. Be careful your leg. Don't
I
fall
will.
over. All right, bye, guys. Man. See you later,
Everybody
Rob.
be well. Love you all. Be well. Be safe. Thanks for coming.
Ciao, mate.
Ciao.